It was a bright Saturday afternoon in Victoria Island, Lagos. The sun was high, and the breeze carried the sweet smell of jollof rice, fried meat, and cake. Children ran around, laughing and playing, while adults sat in groups, chatting and enjoying their drinks. Amara was celebrating her daughter's 5th birthday, and she spared no expense. The party had everything: balloons, a big bouncing castle, loud music, and plenty of food. Chinwe, Amara's best friend, was standing by the buffet table, scooping some fried rice onto her plate, when a deep voice spoke behind her. "The party is nice, right?" She turned around and saw a tall, well-dressed man smiling at her. He had a confident but friendly look. "Yes, it's very lovely," Chinwe replied, smiling back. "Okay, I'm Chidi," he said, extending his hand. "Chinwe," she said, shaking his hand. They started talking as they both served food. Chidi told her he worked in real estate, buying and selling houses, while Chinwe shared that she was a banker. Their conversation flowed easily, as if they had known each other for a long time. After eating, they sat together under a tent and continued talking. Chinwe liked how easy it was to talk to him. Chidi had a deep, rich laugh that made her feel comfortable. They talked about work, Lagos traffic, and funny childhood memories. Before leaving, Chidi said, "I enjoyed talking to you, Chinwe. Please, can I have your number?" She hesitated for a second, then smiled and gave it to him. Within a few weeks, they were talking every day. Chidi would call or text, sometimes just to ask if she had eaten. They went on dates, visited fun places, and soon became inseparable. Amara was happy for Chinwe. "Hey, my friend, you deserve a good man. Chidi is a good man. Please don't let him go," she told her one evening. "Besides, Chidi seems really serious about you, unlike all those boys that just come around, have fun, and leave." Chidi's family liked Chinwe too. His younger sister, Nkechi, told her one day, "Chinwe, I'm glad you're here, but I want you to know I don't joke with my brother. Take care of him for me, please. Make sure he eats well and isn't sick." They both laughed. "I will," Chinwe promised, laughing. Within a year, they got married. The wedding was beautiful, and Chinwe felt like the luckiest woman in the world. 3 months into their marriage, Chidi called Chinwe while she was at work. "Babe, my sister is coming to stay with us for a few days." "Oh, that's fine. Hope everything is okay with her?" "She and her husband had a small issue. She just needs time to clear her head before going back." Chinwe didn't mind. She knew Nkechi was also married and believed she would stay only for a short time. That evening, Nkechi arrived with a small suitcase. She hugged her brother tightly and greeted Chinwe with a small smile. "Thank you for having me, Chinwe," she said sweetly. "You're most welcome. Our house is open to you. This is your family after all," Chinwe replied. At first, everything was fine, but within days, Nkechi started complaining about everything. Chinwe, this TV is too dusty. What kind of wipe do you use to clean your screen?" she said, wiping the screen with her fingers. "I think you should clean it better. Maybe I'll send you the name of the wipes I use for my own house so you can have a better environment." "Please don't take it personally. I'm just trying to help." Chinwe frowned but didn't say anything. Another time, Nkechi walked into the kitchen and sniffed. "Is this how dirty people are in this house? This floor is not properly mopped. You should use another type of cleaner so Chidi won't fall sick. You know I told you when you were getting married that you should be careful. I don't joke with my brother." Look, you're using detergent to mop your floor? Detergent cannot clean your floor. Can't you use something else? Go online and search for it. Thank God for AI. You can always ask them. Look at the floor. If I talk, you might look as if I'm talking too much. What if my brother slips and falls? God, please help us." Chinwe was getting tired, but she kept quiet for Chidi's sake. What made it worse was that Nkechi would call their mother, Adaize, to complain about Chinwe. "Mommy, I don't think Chinwe knows how to keep a home. She doesn't cook well. She doesn't take care of Chidi properly. God, can you imagine? Mommy, remember when we were growing up, you didn't use detergent to clean the floor?" Yes, that's true. What happened this time?" "She's using detergent, plenty of it, to mop the floor. I was just eating my food, and when I smelled it, I felt like throwing up. I had to run into my room. As a wife, she's supposed to go online and research the latest things she needs to keep her house intact. I don't like it though. I'm just telling you. I'm not asking you to call her. But I have to tell you the truth, Mommy. Do we have a choice? I don't know. Chinwe heard, but pretended not to. One morning, while they were having pancakes for breakfast, Nkechi took a bite and frowned. Chinwe, wait, why didn't you put pepper? Don't you put pepper in your pancakes? It doesn't have to be a lot, but at least something. My brother likes it with pepper. She turned to Chidi. Don't you eat pancakes with pepper? Why are you looking at me like that? Isn't it true? When we were growing up, didn't Mommy put pepper in our pancakes? Chidi looked at Chinwe and gave her a pleading look, silently begging her not to react. Chinwe took a deep breath and continued eating. Days turned into weeks. One evening, Chinwe finally asked Chidi, Please, darling, when is your sister leaving? She has stayed for a month now. Isn't it time for her to go back to her husband's house? Chidi sighed. I just want to make sure she's okay. You know she's my only sister. I don't want anything to happen to her. My mom had a tough delivery when she was having her, and my sister has been through a lot while growing up. She had trauma. I don't want to stress her at all. I even called her husband and warned him not to stress my sister again. Chinwe stared at him. Chidi, she's a grown woman. She got married because she wanted to. She should go and fix her marriage. Chidi shook his head. I know. Let's just be patient. If she needs anything, I'll provide it. She's not disturbing us. She's up there in her room. She doesn't come down to our room to disturb us. Is there anything else? Don't get angry. Calm down. She'll soon leave, okay? Good night. Chinwe didn't argue. She decided to endure, but she didn't know how much longer she could take it. Then, one afternoon, Chinwe returned from work and noticed something different. The house was quiet. Nkechi's bag was gone. She was finally gone. Chinwe felt so much relief that she brought out a bottle of red wine and fried some chicken to celebrate. As she took a sip of wine, she smiled to herself. At last, peace has returned to our home. Christmas was just a few days away. Chinwe and Chidi were excited because they had planned a vacation in the Maldives. They had booked their flight and packed their bags. Babe, this time next week, we'll be on the beach sipping coconut juice, Chidi said as he hugged Chinwe from behind. Chinwe laughed. I can't wait. No work, no stress, just enjoyment 10. But the night before the trip, Chidi's phone rang. It was his mother, Adieze. Chidi, good evening. I hope you're preparing to come home for Christmas, Adieze said. Chidi frowned. Mommy, I told you earlier, Chinwe and I are travelling for Christmas. We already made plans. Adieze sighed. Chidi, don't be inconsiderate. Your father is in his grave, and his first son has not visited his village in years. How do you think his spirit feels? By now, people are probably planting something there. You know when he died, we had no money, but this time, God has blessed us. We can put his name, maybe his picture. Put flowers there like I see in the movies. Please, you can't do this to me. I don't want people to say we are poor or that we don't respect tradition. Chidi was quiet. He knew his mother wouldn't let this go. After the call, he turned to Chinwe. Babe, I'm really sorry, but we have to cancel our trip. What? Calm down, don't tell me. Please, just let me explain. My mum wants us to go to my father's village. She says it has been long since we visited his burial site. Chidi, you knew we had a trip planned, yet you agreed to this? I didn't agree immediately, but you know how my mom is. She won't stop until I listen. Babe, please, I beg you. I promise we'll travel another time. Chidi, this is unfair. You didn't even consider my feelings after all the plans. Why are you doing this now? Think of it, we could postpone some things to make this trip memorable for us. Okay, think of it this way. It's a good time for you to visit my village since you haven't been there in a long time. Really, Chidi, is this it? It's not like I'm making excuses, but please, do it for my mother's sake. Okay, do it for my sake. I promise I'll buy you anything you want. Chinwe's heart sank. She didn't even like going to her own village when she was growing up, and now she had to travel to Chidi's village for Christmas. But what could she do? If she refused, it would cause another problem, so she agreed. The trip was supposed to last a few days, but things didn't go as planned. Family meetings, village traditions, and unexpected delays stretched their stay longer. By the time they returned to Lagos, it was too late to reschedule their vacation. Their trip had to be moved to the next Christmas. But deep down, Chinwe knew that by then, something else would happen again. One evening, Chidi's mother, Adaeze, came to visit. She sat in the living room, adjusting her wrapper as she spoke. "Chidi, my darling son, my precious son. If I remember how it was the night I was having you, oh, and look at where you are today, I want to give God praise. I thank you, Godidi, for you are. You are one of the most responsible men I have ever seen." "Thank you, Mommy. What can I do for you?" "Chidi, I know this might look like an inconvenience, but I want Obinna, your younger brother, to come and stay with you." Chidi frowned. "Mommy, why can't he stay with us? You know, a big house?" "Chidi, you know your brother is stubborn. I am too old to be chasing him around the house. He needs your guidance. He needs a mentor. Remember when you were growing up and your father passed away? I had to get another mentor for you." "Mama, you know I'm married now. I have to talk to Chinwe first." "Talk to her. I know that's what you're worried about. She'll understand. I can even talk to her myself." That evening, Chidi told Chinwe about his mother's request. Chinwe shook her head. "Babe, I don't think this is a good idea." "I know. It's just for a short time. You're my darling wife, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You're kind." "Chidi, please don't tell me, patronize me. This is not a good idea. Remember what happened with your sister, Nkechi? I don't want problems." "No, Obinna is a very responsible young man. He's cool-headed. I just want him in my radar. Do you understand? Like Mom said, I can't mentor him from afar. He's my only brother, please. Let him stay with us." Chinwe sighed. She knew Chidi was always travelling for work, and she didn't want any trouble. So Obinna moved in, and that was when the real problem started. One day, Chinwe came home with a small food cooler of jollof rice and beef. She placed it on the kitchen table and went to take a nap. When she woke up, she walked into the kitchen and stopped. The cooler was empty. Dirty plates sat in the sink. She sighed and went to find Obinna. He was in the living room playing video games. Obinna, did you eat the food I kept on the table?" I did," he said, continued playing video game. "There was food for you in the microwave. I showed it to you, right?" "I didn't want it. And besides, you only gave one piece of meat instead of 3. Chinwe clenched her jaw. "That food was not for you, Obinna." Obinna shrugged. "Just buy more food next time. How can I eat 1 piece of meat? In my mother's house, I don't eat at least 4 meat." Chinwe took a deep breath and decided to wait for Chidi. When Chidi came home, she told him everything. "Babe, he's just a kid." "Don't tell me that, Chidi. He's just a kid? I went out, brought food, and your brother ate everything. You're telling me he's a kid? An 18-year-old is a kid? He's not old enough to have his own apartment? I'm not happy. I expected you to scold him." "I know, but remember, we're a family. We'll always forgive each other. Please forgive you." Chidi. Chidi pulled her into a hug. "Just be patient, okay? Please, I know you're angry. I'll talk to him." Chinwe said nothing, but deep inside, she was upset. She wanted to be a good wife, but she didn't know how much longer she could take it. Obinna was also untidy. He would leave clothes in the living room, and Chinwe had to pick them up before guests came over. He also loved telling her mum to his mother about complaints. "Hello, my son. How are you doing? I know you're enjoying your brother's house." "Fine, Mommy. I'm not fine. Chinwe isn't taking care of me. She doesn't even give me money for snacks." "What?" "A few days ago, just because I ate her food, she came shouting that I wasn't supposed to eat it. Mommy, she gave me just 1 piece of meat." "She gave you 1 piece of meat?" "Yes, 1 piece of meat. Isn't she supposed to give me at least 3 or 4? You can't leave, my son. I want you to stay with your brother. You need to be mentored by him. If it's money for snacks, I'll send you some money. You know, Chinwe is a new wife, She has a lot to learn. Mommy, I can't be with her. I can't wait to get admission so I can leave this house. At least when I go to university, I can do whatever I want. All this 1 piece of meat. My brother's money is my money. I don't know why she's acting like this. My son, be patient. Very soon, everything will be okay. One evening, Chidi was away on a work trip. Chinwe came into the living room and saw Obinna watching TV. Obinna, I need to change the channel. I have work to do. I need to watch news about the stock market, and the other TV isn't working. Please, I need to change it. Obinna acted like he didn't hear her. Chinwe took the remote and changed the channel. Obinna jumped up. Why did you change it? Because I need to watch something important, Chinwe replied. Obinna scoffed. This is my brother's house. I can do whatever I want. You're just sitting here enjoying my brother's money. Chinwe's eyes widened. Obinna, don't you ever in your life talk to me like that again. Your brother works, and I work for my own money too. What nonsense is this? Who is feeding you this silly information? Don't ever talk to me like that, or what will? Or what will you do? My brother will never talk to me like this. Chidi, please don't try it again. Well, good for him, but I always will speak my mind. Chinwe turned away, trying to control her temper. Then Obinna did something unthinkable. He grabbed the TV remote and threw it at her. Chinwe dodged it just in time. The remote hit the wall and fell to the floor. Before she could react, Obinna kicked the TV, shattering the screen. Chinwe gasped, "Are you mad?" Obinna just stood there, breathing hard. Chinwe picked up her phone and dialed the estate security. "Hello, security. Come to my house now. I need someone removed immediately." 2 security men arrived. "Madam, what's happened?" "This boy destroyed my house. Take him out." Obinna looked up. "You can't kick me out. This is my brother's house. I'm not going anywhere." "Watch me," Chinwe said. The security men grabbed Obinna's bags and led him out. Chinwe picked up her phone and called Chidi. "Chidi, I'm leaving this house. I'm tired." "Babe, calm down. What happened?" Chinwe told him everything. Instead of being angry at Obinna, Chidi shouted, "Chinwe, how could you throw my brother out?" Chinwe felt tears in her eyes. Chidi, after everything he did, are you seriously angry at me right now?" "Why wouldn't I be? You should have waited for me to handle it." "I waited? Your brother threw the remote at me. I should have waited. What if he injured me? You know what? I'm tired. If this is what married is marriage about, I don't want no part of it." Chinwe packed her bags, called a cab, and moved to a rented apartment for the first time in a long time, she felt at peace. It was a bright Sunday morning. Chidi got dressed and drove to church alone. He had been going to church since Chinwe left. The choir sang and people clapped, but Chidi felt empty. Something was missing. After the praise and worship, Pastor Emeka stepped up to preach. "Today, brethren, I want to talk about the mathematics of marriage," he said. "Many men say they're married, but they're still tied to their mother's apron. The Bible says a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. Some men leave physically, yet their hearts are still with their mothers." Chidi swallowed hard. The words hit him like a hammer. The pastor continued. "Leaving means stepping out. Cleaving means holding on. Some of you leave your parents' house, but you're still following their every command like small children. How then can your marriage grow?" Chidi shifted in his seat, his heart beating fast. Husband, your job is to defend your wife, not just when things are good, but even when she has issues with your family. If your mother is wrong, you must tell her the truth. If your wife is wrong, correct her with love. A man who can't stand by his wife has no business being married." Chidi bent his head. For the first time, he saw everything clearly. He had allowed his marriage ego to stop him from reaching out to his wife. He had failed Chinwe. After the service, he sat in his car, thinking. He had let his mother control him. He had let Obinna treat his wife badly. But when Chinwe needed him most, he had turned against her. He felt ashamed. He needed to talk to someone. Chidi picked up his phone and called his best friend Toby. "Ode, how far?" Chidi answered. I'm not fine. "What's wrong?" Toby asked. "Well, Chinwe left. I know what you're thinking. I messed up." Chidi told him everything about Obinna, about his mother, and how he took Chinwe for granted. When he finished, Toby sighed. "Chidi, I'll tell you the truth. You were wrong. You should never have allowed your family to come between you and your wife. Imagine your sister telling your wife how to put pepper in pancakes. That's not right. Chinwe has the right to cook her meal the way she wants. She doesn't need your sister dictating to her. And your brother? That was really wrong, bro. Chidi nodded, even though Toby couldn't see him. You need to fix this. You owe her a big apology. And by the way, you need to buy her a new carries, maybe even a house for what you did. You need to ask God for wisdom. Don't build your home based on what your mother wants. Build it based on what's right. When you make a decision and she tries to interfere, you have to stand by it. It's because every time she asks you to do something else and you do it, she believes you're still tied to her apron. So please, bro, grow up now. I understand. From now on, no more foolishness. Chidi managed a small smile. Deal. They both laughed, but deep inside, Chidi knew what he had to do. He had to win back his wife. Chidi drove to his mother's house. His heart was heavy, but he knew what he needed to do. When he entered, Adaiz was sitting in the living room, watching TV. Obinna was on his phone, barely paying attention. Chidi, my son, you didn't tell me you were coming. Mama, we need to talk. What is it? Mama, I love you. You're my mother, and I'll always respect you. But I need you to stop interfering in my marriage. What do you mean? I mean, I'm a married man. I have to build my own home, just like you and Dad did. I can't keep choosing between you and my wife. I want peace in my home. I had to stop a vacation I already paid for just because you wanted me to do what you wanted. I can't do this anymore. Adeze folded her arms. So, because of Chinwe, you're pushing your family away? No, Mama, I'm not pushing anyone away, but my wife comes first now. That's how it should be. Remember what the Bible says. A man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. I'm still holding on to you, holding on to your approval, and I don't want that anymore. Whether you approve or not, I'll choose my wife. But I just want the best for you, Chidi. I know, Mama, but let me handle my home by myself. Trust me. Please don't ask me to take decisions I don't want. Chidi turned to Obinna. As for you, you're my brother, and I love you, but you won't ever come to my house again unless I invite you. Be thankful, because if you try this again, I promise you'll end up in jail. Brother, I'm sorry. Sorry for yourself. And what's this nonsense about my money being your money? My money isn't your money. You'll work for your own money. And besides, my wife works for her own money. Don't ever say that to anybody else. Do you understand? She pays bills I can't even pay. Are you surprised? I know, brother. I'm sorry. I really messed up. Obinna pulled out a folded paper from his pocket and gave it to Chidi. I wrote a letter to Chinwe. Please give it to her. I want to apologize. I know she won't want to hear from me after what I did. Chidi took the letter. I hope you mean it. Chidi also told Nkechi about his decision. She understood and promised to respect it. For the first time, Chidi felt free. He had taken a stand for his marriage. That evening, Chidi went to see Chinwe. She was in her apartment, sitting on the couch. When he arrived, she looked up, but didn't smile. Chidi, what did you want? I came to apologize. She didn't say anything, so he continued. I was wrong. I should have protected you. I should have stood by you, but I let my family come between us. That won't happen again. Really? I'm sure your mother is calling you right now, asking you to do something for her. Or maybe some Nkechi is about to have a baby and wants us to come see her. We'll pack our bags and go. Please don't be like that. My brother said he's sorry. He wrote a letter because he knew you won't listen. I've warned him never to try it again. If he does, he'll sleep in jail. Chidi handed her the letter. Please, please, I beg you. Chinwe hesitated. Then she took it and opened it. The letter was short, but honest it was. When she finished reading, she folded it and looked at Chidi. Chidi, I don't know. I like it here. I like my life here. Please, take all the time you need. But I want you to come home. I miss you. Chinwe looked away, blinking back tears. I miss you too. A week later, Chinwe packed her things and returned home. Chidi kept his promises. He defended her, put her first, and didn't allow his family to interfere. They prayed about everything, and worked as a team. From that time on, their marriage was filled with peace, love, and happiness. If you enjoyed this story, please click the next video showing on your screen. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, which is very important to show you actually enjoyed the story. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video right here. God bless you.